Yes.
Woo!
Welcome to our Hockey After Hour, episode 17. With us tonight, once again, the Core 4 are back in action. So, without further ado, with us is Ben, who goes by on Reddit and Twitter. Goes by on Reddit, user Fluttershy. On
91.
Twitter. Oh, use
Fluttershy
Fluttershy.
91.
Yes, forgot that. My bad. On Twitter at sardines_packed. Also with us tonight is Britt, who goes by on both Reddit and Twitter, Pens Pats, and Ron, who goes by on both Reddit and Twitter at Ron in a box, and on all other areas of the internet too. And I'm Andrew. I go by on Reddit, APAD, and on Twitter at Andrew Paddock. So let's dive right into it tonight, guys.
Yeah, so when you introduced me, I totally waved, even though, one, I'm in the dark, and two, my camera isn't on. They're a little herpaderp moment. So.
Don't worry, I just waved back.
Oh my god.
So, game one was yesterday.
It was.
Yeah. Justin Williams. Man, don't bet against him.
Rangers only had 3 shots in the third period.
Yeah, I heard that. I stopped watching partway through. I just wasn't interested for some reason. It was just there were so many more interesting things going on. Brian pulled up this game theory video. It's a video about the theory of video games, and it was all about boobs. And I was just
what? I see, when you said game theory, I thought you meant game theory.
No, I need to find it.
I thought you were what's the guy's name that started game theory? This is gonna annoy me. It's he was famous because his dissertation had 2 references, and one of them was himself.
John Van Neumann?
I don't think so. I know it if I heard it.
Are you talking about the guy from Princeton?
Possibly.
Who had the movie? John Nash?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Funny thing about the movie A Beautiful Mind, it was filmed at my school. So,
really?
Little claim to fame. Yeah, Manhattan College got on TV and in theaters. But,
I was going to make a joke about it being a GED school, but then I was like, wait, do they have GED schools? Are there places you go to take classes on how to pass your GED or something? I didn't know if those existed, so I refrained.
If you ever take a class at Manhattan College, though, it does feel like sometimes you're in a GED class.
A correspondence school. It was filmed at Phoenix University.
I am presently just nodding my head and pretending and smiling, just pretending like I know what you guys are talking about, because I have no idea how the American schooling system works.
It's interesting.
We have school.
Yep.
And then you do the thing, and then you go to school, and then suddenly you're done school, and you're also heavily in debt.
Yeah, because we have to pay for school.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Am I supposed to retweet this boobs game theory you just posted?
You can. It's very interesting. It's all about the science between which video game characters have real boobs versus fake boobs. I am not shitting you. It's awesome.
Once this cast is over,
is this appropriate for the cast?
So you're expecting 3.7.
There's no actual nipples or anything. It's just boobs.
Okay. I'm gonna
Carlos
retweet this,
boobs.
and if I get in trouble from
So,
like the fancy hockey
what are boobs
superior
without nipples?
overlords.
Are they like
No, no,
those
no,
like
like,
mannequin
covered
boobs?
boobs. Just like, you
Okay,
know,
clothed boobs.
Oh, I'm just gonna say
yes.
sacks of flesh.
Okay.
Wow, who knew sacks of flesh could just kill a conversation? Oh god. Anyway, if you guys want to check that video, I've just retweeted it on the account. Um, I'm still kind of iffy about that, but
No, if you watch it, you'll
yeah.
realize it's more sciency than like, hey, here's a bunch of tits.
Next time I feel like getting on Twitter, I'll go find it.
Yeah, I added you in the tweet, so it'll be in your like mentions.
So, because I didn't get to say this last time because I wasn't here, uh, I just want to quick give my opinions on the Blackhawks game,
Oh, you should do
the
that.
Blackhawks series, because this might be the homer in me saying that, I think the Blackhawks could have won Game 7. I think that there were a lot of things that just didn't go the Blackhawks' way in Game 7. But at the same time, the Kings deserve to win that series. The Kings deserve to win the Stanley Cup right now. The Blackhawks are lucky it went 7 games. It should have been the Kings in 6. The Blackhawks were lucky to get Game 7. And yeah, maybe the Blackhawks deserved Game 7, but they didn't deserve to be in Game 7. I think that they were outplayed by the Kings all series, and I even think the Blackhawks are a better team than the Kings, like just talent-wise. But the Kings played better than them over the course of that series. So, as much as I don't like the outcome, I understand it, and I guess I acknowledge that the team that deserved to win did. So that's kind of my
I don't
little
I don't
spiel on
disagree.
that.
No.
Because there were a lot of penalties in the Game 7 that I think went uncalled. There were two too many men penalties, one with 7 players on the ice that didn't get called against the Kings. There were a lot of stuff that didn't go the Blackhawks' way that night, but I can bitch and moan and whine about that until I'm blue in the face, but it doesn't change the fact that the Blackhawks shouldn't have even been in Game 7. The Blackhawks were lucky to be in Game 7. So,
Yeah, they kind of were. Like, I don't know. That series was very weird. Like,
yeah.
it seems like the Blackhawks gave up after a few games, but then they got a second wind and
Yeah.
powered through it, and then like, I don't know about Game 7. Like, I really don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so insightful.
So,
So, for the Stanley Cup Finals, who do you guys have winning?
Kings in
Kings.
6.
Yeah, and 6 too.
The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Well, fuck all you guys. I want the Rangers to win. I think they're going to do it in 7.
Oh, who I want to win or who I think is going to win?
I think the Rangers are going to win. I think that Lundqvist is a better goalie than Quick is, and I think that the Rangers' offense is better than the Kings.
I do think Lundqvist is better, and there are parts of the Rangers team that are better than the Kings, but at the same time, I think the Kings are a more well-rounded team. But I think if the Rangers can pull it together and not put out more periods like the third period in that game, then I think it is possible that they could push it to 7 games. But I don't know if they'd actually be able to really put the dagger in.
I don't know. Last year during the playoffs, I was having like I don't want to say an argument. I guess just a disagreement with someone where I was saying that Lundqvist was better than Quick, but he actually changed my mind. He made me he changed my opinion. I now think that Quick is better than King Henrik, just out of part of it is just his rebound control. It seems that Quick never is giving up juicy rebounds, and that's not something that really can be recorded by a stat, or that exists right now at least, is where you're directing your rebounds. And he's definitely a more athletic goalie. Lundqvist has a bigger profile, which helps, as shown by Ben Bishop and Mike Smith, who, if they were 6'2" or 6'3", they wouldn't even be in the NHL. They'd be minor leaguers at best, probably. Well, no, they'd be minor leaguers. But outside of that, I think Quick has an edge in almost every aspect of his game. He's definitely stronger, and he is definitely has more lateral quickness, and I think that he is a much better defense in front of him. I have trouble. I'm too lazy to look this up, but during the regular season, they were something like second in Corsi differential. And
I just have a question. Is it just me, or does Ben sound like he's being auto-tuned?
Yeah, it sounds like you're about to enter a Daft Punk song.
I was actually going to
waiting for like Harder, Faster, Stronger to come on in the background.
Have you guys seen
I just feel like he's
the Doc Emmerich version
sounds
of
like
that
he's getting
song?
slowly, progressively slowed down.
Yeah.
Like someone's dragging him down, and he's getting more and more tired, and he's not able to talk as quickly. But I think that's just
Yeah, I feel like he just needs to drop the bass.
Have you guys seen the Doc Emmerich version of that song?
No.
Where instead of like, you know, the Daft Punk version, he's using like all the verbs he uses to describe the puck moving, like, you know, pass it, heave it, finagle it, you know, like.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, look it up. Just Doc Emmerich Daft Punk or something.
All right, I will find it.
It came out, I think, last year around this time, because it was during the playoffs. I saw it last year, I think. Yeah. If you just search Doc Emmerich. Yeah, there's a dead spin of it. Yeah, I
sounds kind of terrifying.
Very creative by whoever did that.
I'm tweeting it at you guys. Or just at Ron. And by Ron, I mean our hockey cast.
Okay. Why does Tumblr have, like, donuts loading next to it?
Because it's National Donut Day!
Is it really?
Yeah! My friend mentioned it on Facebook today, because like we have this big group for all of our friends. He was like, dude, it's National Donut Day, let's throw a party.
This is a thing? Google's not doing a doodle.
Well, because Google's dumb, and also they're on West Coast time.
Oh.
No, I swear they would change it for East Coast, though. I don't think they're that dumb.
It is. It's totally National Donut Day. And we're going to throw, my friends, we throw a party for everything. We threw a party for the release of Now 50.
Seriously?
Yeah, I need to find out.
Are they up to 50?
Yeah. They did
Tim Hortons
now
is not
Really?
going on this. I'm gonna be
2 years
mad.
ago, and we had a party involving only 40s. Only 40s were allowed to be drunk.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
That's ghetto.
We played like 40 hands. It was a crazy night. But yeah, now 50, we did a power 50 minutes, and there was one song, like we do like a power hour playlist, like where each song, like there's a minute clip of each song, so there was one song from each now. It was really fun. That was a good party. I got like super drunk.
That sounds like a good time.
That's awesome.
Hashtag dunk.
Yeah. We throw good parties out here. Me and my friends.
So I'm really sorry because I stopped listening because I just want donuts now, but I don't think Canada does Donut Day, and it just makes
Yeah,
me
because
really
it's National
sad.
Donut Day. You're not American, you commie.
Ouch. This hurts. Because you're Chinese. Racist.
It also doesn't help that that June 4th is the 25th anniversary of Tiananmen Square too. So
But June 4th was
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
no. June 4th was 2 days ago.
June 4th was yeah.
It's the 6th now.
It's now
So,
the
like, 5
70th
minutes.
anniversary of the Normandy invasions.
Yep.
And tomorrow I shall wake up to a bunch of Facebook posts on how it's the most important battle in world on the European front, when in fact it is not.
Wait, is it D-Day?
Yep.
What was the most important battle in the...
Stalingrad.
Stalingrad, and then after that, Operation Bagration, because the Soviet army drove from Minsk to the gates of Warsaw, effectively knocking out several German army groups along the way. And
Yeah, but the German army was already defeated because
they were, yeah, it was already done.
By that point, I'd say Stalingrad by far was the biggest, and probably I'd say Leningrad or Moscow is number 2, just because.
Oh, yeah, I know about that.
It's pretty much the entire Eastern Front takes greater precedence.
Yeah, it's like tens of millions of people died on that front. But because we have a very America-centric view of history, we like to put D-Day on a pedestal as if it was the...
Yeah.
I read some statistics somewhere, and I'm not... This isn't some reliable source. It was probably some, I don't know. But I read something like every 2.5 seconds someone died at Stalingrad, and this was like a battle that lasted half a year.
Mm-hmm.
Was it either Stalingrad or Leningrad? The one where it was just so cold that the Russian army just...
Both, but
pretty
more
much
Stalingrad. There's actually a really good movie. It's in German about the Battle of Stalingrad. It's very
I
raw.
love that movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite war movies. That and Tora Tora Tora. I know that's kind of a cliche pick, Tora Tora Tora, but I like it.
I like that and Das Boot.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Das Boot.
Are you thinking Beer Fest?
No, my friends have a boot, and we call it Das Boot. And it's a beer boot.
Das Boot, Das Boot.
I've never actually seen Beer Fest.
Oh, really?
But I heard James Roday's in it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's a good, silly comedy.
Well, yeah, I think that's like James Roday's specialty. I mean, I can't take him seriously after being in Psych for that long.
True. Anyway, so last night during Game 1, I somehow got banned from New York. So if anybody wants to offer me their state,
Wait, what?
So as a joke, I put up Go Kings Go on Facebook.
Oh,
just for the
okay.
hell of it. And after that, it released a fury of response from my New York Ranger fans who were like, how could you do this? You should root for New York teams. It's New York or nothing. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, but I'm an Islanders fan. I can't it feels weird rooting for the Rangers. You guys basically curse us out every time and want us to fail.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go on Facebook and look this up right now.
it's not like as bad. It's just like you gotta do it. Hold on. I will. It's
57 comments, and that's not that bad.
yeah. It's like, how about no? Can't repeat.
You have like one friend that liked it though, Jeremy Krebs.
Yeah, he's an Islanders fan.
That guy
too.
has like one too many E's in his name. He has one too many E's in his name.
What's his name?
Jeremy Krebs.
Jeremy.
Krebs Cycle Krebs?
Like, yeah, basically that. Like Krebs, the German word for cancer.
Yeah, that too.
So his name is literally Jeremy Cancer?
Yep.
Pretty much.
That kind of sucks.
It also involved my uncle too, but that was more like a historical hockey talk, and ended with me saying I kind of like the Cleveland Indians, and that's where the conversation ended. When in doubt, to end the conversation, say you like the Cleveland Indians.
But what if I don't like the Cleveland Indians?
Then that
And you have
conversation.
the vast majority. I think they have the worst attendance in the entire MLB.
I don't know what it is about Cleveland sports, but they somehow draw my attention.
Yep, we're and like significantly, like Cleveland's average is 15,253. The next lowest is a full 3,200 higher. So, yeah, they get 35.1% of their stadium filled per game.
Yeah, their tickets are so cheap too.
Yeah, I have to pay like $50 to get a half decent seat to see the worst team in baseball.
You could pay 50 and sit close to the dugout in Cleveland.
Yeah, you can pay
Yeah.
pretty cheap to get stuff in Pittsburgh.
You could pay
But-
$1,000 to sit in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, but who wants to do that?
Tourists, mostly tourists.
Oh, I thought
Blue
you said
Jays fans
foreign.
probably.
A lot of Blue Jays fans.
Well, the Blue Jays have been kicking ass in the AL East.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's different. Anyway, shifting back to hockey. So there have been some tidbits of news going on. Today, the Islanders traded for the rights to Dan Boyle.
That they
Or-
did.
Conditional 5th round pick. If he signs, it will become a conditional 4th. It will become a 4th round pick.
Andrew, please put on your armchair GM hat on and tell us what you think, being as you are the Islanders fan here.
I like it. I just hope we don't sign him to the extreme. Would be a 2-year deal, but I would have just like a 1-year, $10 million type deal, something like that. But I like it. I think it's a good move. Adds another veteran presence to the defensive lineup, and hopefully it also helps with the development of a lot of our young D-men, especially someone who could probably take DeHaan aside and teach him ways, not get frustrated and other good measures. But it seems Garth is going all in this summer to bring in guys to make us competitive. And on other Islanders news, the team supposedly has been sold to Andrew Barroway, hedge fund manager based in Philadelphia.
Ooh.
That news will become official once the finals are over. So please, Kings, make it a quick final so I could hear the sell of my team and celebrate.
Mhm.
But
A little part of me was actually afraid the Islanders were going to somehow get sold to Donald Sterling, and I'm glad that isn't happening at all.
no.
Because
don't.
straight up, fuck Donald Sterling.
No, I think that'd be funny.
That would be such an Islanders type thing. Oh, God. At least it's not John Spano again.
Or Milbury.
Oh God, Milbury buys the team. Please, no.
Yeah, he
I'd
wouldn't be
laugh.
an owner, I guess, but still, just the idea of Milbury getting near the Islanders.
Owner, GM, coach, dictator for life.
Or making a decision about a hockey team that has an effect on the hockey team.
I wouldn't even have Milbury run an ice skating rink. That man should not be anywhere near the ice. So,
I don't think he should be anywhere near the sport, period.
or just ice in general.
Yeah, like a bunch of 7-year-olds playing hockey, and he like goes up and beats one of them with a shoe.
I didn't know.
I'm sorry, I can't take auto-tune Ben.
You sound like, who's the astrophysicist?
Stephen
Hawking.
Craig?
Yeah, you sound like Stephen Hawking.
Nice.
I got that so wrong. But there is an auto-tune video of Carl Sagan.
Auto-tune.
Oh God, no! He sounds like Moonbase Alpha. Ebe. Oh God.
1 second, I'll fix this issue.
Yeah, I think you probably need internet or lights.
No, I do have internet. Well, actually,
I have a
using it really.
feeling an online podcast would need internet. I don't know why, I just had a gut feeling.
Well, I mean, he could be doing it on 4G. With
Yeah,
his
but
phone.
that's not efficient, really.
That would kill your bill. If you didn't have like unlimited data, that would kill your bill.
I got grandfathered into like truly unlimited, and as long as I don't like change anything and keep paying like a bunch of
I hate
money,
you so much. Can I murder
used
you
to be
and steal your
grandfathered
plan?
in, and my parents changed our plan, and I was really mad.
yeah. See, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, now we have like 10 gigs of data for the 5 of us.
Oh, that's like a week for me alone.
Yeah, I used to have like unlimited, but then AT&T, after you went over 2 gigs, they slowed your data down. I'm like, fuck you! It's not my fault that data's more reliable than my internet sometimes, and I want to watch Netflix for 6 hours.
Yeah. I mean, what are you supposed to do when you're driving? You don't have internet in your car.
Not watch Netflix.
Whatever.
Who would want to watch Netflix on their phone anyway? Seems like a waste of battery.
I got the idea.
On my laptop.
Oh, okay.
I got the idea from one of my friends from high school and college. He would drive everywhere watching Netflix on his steering wheel. Like, he got one of those things where you could put it on your steering wheel and he would drive, like... And I was like, oh, that's kind of a good idea, but I don't know if I want to try it. So I tried it one time on, like, a really open road that no one was on, and I was like, hey, actually, this is easier than it looks.
Oh my god, I would totally crash.
I would get like one of those GPS mounts and mount it to the GPS mount, and do it for long distance driving.
Dude, usually long distance driving, I don't even do music because I'm just like so in the zone. Sometimes I talk to Bear.
Yeah, people say it's bad to text and drive, and so I just do safe stuff like Netflix.
Dude,
I've only done that like twice in my life.
I've Reddited while driving
Speaking
before.
of Netflix, guys, Orange is the New Black.
Oh, well, that's like a given. Everyone Reddits and drives.
I don't Reddit and drive.
I've like commented and like scrolled through like Ask Reddit threads while driving through down like down 76 like to go from Pittsburgh to Allentown.
I've checked
Sometimes I
that.
even
That's
do
about
calculus and drive, and then I drive and drive.
I like the serious coordinations to multitask while driving, so I just drive. Like I even have trouble changing like the CDs out of the CD deck tape.
Well, CDs are like cumbersome and shit, man. They're like giant ass discs.
Dude,
It's not a vinyl record.
That's why you get a car with an auxiliary input and you can just play your music from your like phone or your
Yeah,
iPod.
but then I always want to change my music too, though, because
Yeah.
I have like enough songs that I don't want to listen to all of them or at some point, right?
Exactly.
I always want to
You
fiddle
go
with it,
search
and then I have
for
to
it.
fiddle with my phone anyway. And then I get paranoid. A cop's gonna see me and be like, "Yo, stop texting." And I'm like, "No, dog, I'm not texting. I'm just trying to change the song." But they're gonna be like, "No, you're still using your phone. That's illegal." And like, as a young driver, I don't want that on me because that's just not gonna look good.
Yeah,
But
well,
instead, I fiddle with the radio, which is legal, but probably is just as likely as to make me crash the car than
My car
yeah.
doesn't have an auxiliary. If it did, I'd totally use it, but it's an O2 before they start putting
Buy a new
auxiliaries.
car.
Yeah, there's a certain
Like,
lack
buy one of
of
those like
funds.
cassette tape things. Aren't there those like cassette adapter
yeah, there
things where you can
is.
put in cassette, and
Yeah,
then you can just plug it in? Yeah, do that.
yeah, mine's an 06 and it has an auxiliary input. But my car is very technologically advanced.
I wish I had that.
Oh my god.
That's the other thing. I 99% of the time I'm driving, I have my headphones on.
Isn't
And
that
the other
illegal?
1%
Isn't
is
that
because I
semi-dangerous?
depends on the
pretty sure it's
state.
illegal because you can't hear
I
cars
looked
honking at you.
this up extensively in Illinois. There's nothing saying, oh, there's a law that says deaf people can't drive. And it's not like it's blare the radio at full volume. That's a lot more distracting than me listening to my quiet music on my headphones.
Yeah, good point.
Whatever.
true. So, in other news, Ron, what's this up with Tyler Bozak? That's really the best way to put it.
No, he's still going.
2 hours later.
Oh god. Okay, so if I recall correctly, the news is a tweet from Sportsnet's Nick Kyprios, who I should add is, well, at least in my opinion, he's a little bit iffy, but he also has been right on a few occasions, but I still find him iffy. Anyway, he tweeted 4 hours ago that the Leafs remain aggressive in the NHL trade market, not unexpected, but the only 4 players I hear that they are not actively shopping are Bernier, Kessel, Bozak, and Riley. Bernier, I agree with. Kessel, I agree with. Riley, absolutely agree with. Bozak? Like, seriously, Bozak?
I'll take
Not.
Bozak if you don't want him.
I'll take Bozy.
Yeah, but like it, it doesn't make sense to me when you also have players like Gardner and Kadri, and more importantly, James Van freaking Riemsdyk. Like, I get it. Like, Bozak's not a bad player per se, but to say that you're not actively shopping him when you're actively shopping players like JVR and Gardner and Kadri with a lot more upside, that does not make sense.
Hey, I have a nice and shiny James Neal. that we could trade to you for Gardner or JVR or somebody like that?
Nah.
Well, you don't
But
want a
anyway,
goal scorer? That too good for the Leafs? Or is it
I'm not a big fan of James Neal.
Neither am I.
Or not even a big, not necessarily not a big fan of James Neal. I don't really have an opinion of him. But anyway, basically, if what Kyprios is reporting is true, then the ideas kind of terrify me. A little part of me thinks Nonis isn't that dumb that he'd give away some of the best players on this team. But at the same time, you never really know, right?
I mean, he did extend Carlisle.
At this point, he's just basically a wild card.
The only reason why I'm sweeping that under the rug is because you don't say you're not going to fire someone and then not extend him, I guess. Not to mention you can fire a coach at any time, really. I honestly don't imagine him lasting more than a season.
Didn't they fire his coaching staff?
Yeah, all the assistants are gone.
So it sounds like it's basically what the Dodgers did with Don Mattingly, where if he doesn't perform without his staff and a new staff, then he could be on his way out.
Is this like a current thing?
Yeah, so there was a lot of so the Dodgers manager, Don Mattingly, after the NLCS, a lot of his members of his coaching staff, I think it was the bench coach, I don't know if the hitting coach is gone, but several coaches were fired. And there's a lot of speculation that if Mattingly doesn't perform this season without his staff and a new staff, he will be out as manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I thought the Dodgers were decent.
They are like barely above 500 this season.
Oh, okay.
And when you consider the money
you
they're
know who
outspending
are
the
above
Yankees right
500?
now.
The Blue Jays.
Not the Pirates.
Yeah, and the Yankees are in the same place the Dodgers are.
Well,
The Pirates are.
It's more about injuries, though.
I'm pretty sure.
Half the Yankees starting rotation's injured.
Yeah, and hit. We can't hit. We really cannot hit our way out of a paper bag at this point or score runs. We're averaging like 2 runs a game, and that's not consistent. But anyway, I also saw, speaking of Bozak, supposedly, and this is from Darren Dreger. Hopefully I'm saying that last name right.
Yeah, it's Darren Dreger.
Okay, cool.
No, Darren Dreger.
Dreger. Supposedly, the Carolina Hurricanes, in my bad Carolina accent right there, are supposedly exploring an option of... It was an attempted accent.
I didn't hear this any different from you.
Oh, damn. Well, okay then.
Well, yeah.
So, supposedly there's a rumor floating around that the Hurricanes are supposedly interested in trading Stahl for a possible package of Bozak and Kadri, a young roster player, and a top-end prospect.
Even though Bozak is off the table?
Yeah, it's when is this? When was this written? This was written 13 hours ago. This is this isn't really that. I don't know how reliable the article is because it's a fan-sided article, and I'm saying that even as someone who writes for fan-sided, that we're not the most reliable sources sometimes.
I mean, this is a fan podcast too. Also, someone's video is on.
Yeah, I have Doc Emmerich as one of the guys from Daft Punk. Yeah, it's Doc Emmerich is one of the guys from Daft Punk.
Wow, so we actually have a visual for one of our podcasts.
Yeah, it's Doc Emmerich as Daft Punk. I don't know. Never mind.
But also, these rumors have been leaked out by Jim Rutherford as well that they're exploring options for Stahl, even with Bozak off the table too.
The tweet did say not actively shopping, so
They're gonna
I'm
all
not
get
sure
together.
is that the same thing as untouchable? Because I feel like if someone called me up and I wasn't actively shopping a dude and he asked me for that dude,
No,
I wouldn't be opposed.
It's not so much. It's
untouchable.
it's
I didn't
basically
quite catch that.
yeah, he's here. We're not actively shopping him, but if you give us something that piques our interest, we will talk.
Buffalo
Yeah, it's
Sabres
like that
next
time I
year
was
first round
doing
pick is
be a
untouchable.
GM in NHL 10, and I was Los Angeles Kings.
Yes.
Yeah. One time I was doing be a GM in NHL 10 for the Los Angeles Kings, and Pittsburgh calls me up and was like, "Hey, do you want Sidney Crosby and a third-round pick for Anze Kopitar?" Yes, I do want that.
Oh, here's some breaking news, which is not related to hockey at all. Justin Bork, the Moncton shooting suspect, is apparently in police custody now. So apparently
Oh,
this
cool.
just
Who?
happened.
Oh, the
The
Moncton
Moncton-
shootings.
Yay!
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
That was kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that's taken care of, I guess. I mean, I'm glad no one else is hurt, but my God, that was terrifying to hear about.
Yeah. Kind of reminded me of like the Boston bombings and how like that suspect was like running around in Newton for a while.
In a boat.
Yeah, like that was terrifying because I have family who lives in that district of Boston where they found him, and they were on like lockdown and everything, and it was insane.
Mm,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it was scary. And like I had heard about it, and I knew that my aunt's dad ran the Boston Marathon every year, and I'm like, oh my God, is he alive? Is he okay? Like that was the first thing that happened. Like I called my mom, like, do you hear about Boston? She's like, yeah, isn't that terrible? I'm like, what about Meg's dad? And she's like, oh my God, you're right. And then she called Aunt Meg, and he's fine. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just like surreal.
Yeah. Some more news tidbits. Tidbits. UFA Mikhail Grabowski will be playing. Has signed with a soccer team in his native Belarus.
Oh gosh, I saw that and I thought it was a joke, like somebody by the same name.
Nope, it is him. He will be playing in the Belarus second division for the Krymkashi Minsk, also known as the Minsk Ravens.
So is he not going to be playing hockey anymore?
That's I don't
I just read a TSN article. It says he's just using this as as a way to keep him fit in the off season.
Okay, so I'm playing this summer and train.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. A little bit weird, but shit, if you can do it, why not, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Now I have a question. Is it illegal to bite people in
I think
soccer
it
league?
speaks to his work ethic, you know? To bite people? I must not be getting something.
I have no idea what
I'm making a joke about Golowski right now.
Techno
He
Ben.
Hashtag
supposedly
Daft
bit someone
Punk
once.
Ben.
Also, I have no idea what Ben is saying.
Whatever, I blame Apple for their shitty
Also,
iPhones.
I find it incredibly sad that when I googled Grabowski, You know how like on Google, whenever you Google like a player or something, like it show or a person even, it shows like some photos on the side. When I Googled Grabowski, all the photos are of him as a Leaf, and that just makes me really sad.
Interestingly, though, Grabowski could, if he wanted to, not saying he would, but because he's registered with the Belarusian Football Federation, he could potentially, if he wanted to, of course, play in the Belarusian their top league if he so desired. But of course, he probably wouldn't. Just train instead.
Are we just listening to like Ben shuffle papers around now?
Am I shuffling papers around?
That's what I'm hearing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Or maybe he's just shuffling.
Maybe.
I'm shuffling a deck of cards.
What if he's not shuffling papers at all? What if he's like physically shuffling and he's actually dancing while we speak? Like in that one song by LMFAO.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Yes, that one. Let's reference more songs from a few years ago to show how hip and happening we are.
We are the happeningest of all of our hockey cast.
Wait, is that song 2 years old by now? Or is it 3 years old?
Which song?
Oh my god, it is old.
Which one?
Every day I'm shuffling. It's like 2 years old now.
Like I said, I mentioned this earlier. I paused 21 Jump Street to start this podcast, and I'm not done the movie yet, but they used that song in that movie, and the sequel's about to come out, if that's an indication of anything. I.e., the song is old.
It came out in 2009. Oh wait, no, 2011. Holy crap.
I was gonna say 2009 was bad.
Nope, 2011 still
I
bad.
was still in high school in 2009. 2011 is also pretty bad.
Yeah, that's like the fact that my sister told me the other day that next year will be the first year that a freshman high school class will not be from the 20th century. They'll be born in the year 2000 or after.
Wow. None of them remember 9/11 at all.
No, none. They'll just read about it in history books and hear about us talking about it.
I felt old today when I realized I remember when Mike Piazza was on the Dodgers.
Oh crap.
That made me feel really old.
That's okay. I felt really
He was
young
on the
earlier
Mets
this week.
in the late 90s.
Yeah, 98. They got him from the Marlins, the Mets.
Yeah, my coworkers earlier this week,
was from
they
the
were just
Marlins?
talking about like, where were you
Yeah.
in 2000? And I was like, I don't know. I was 10.
I was
they were
in
just
second
like,
grade.
and they were just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, Piazza was on the Marlins for like half a season.
Oh, was that the year they won the World Series?
The year afterwards.
Okay.
I remember that. That was 98. He was on the Mets and then got traded to the. He was on the Marlins and got traded to the Mets halfway through the season.
Okay.
Actually, he was on 3 teams in 98: Dodgers, Marlins, and Mets. Wow.
He was busy. What a little slut. He gets around.
Oh god. It's like the other day I was like thinking to myself, I remember when Shane Spencer played for the Yankees. Good backup hitter.
Yeah.
99, 98, 98, 99, 2000.
I don't know anything about baseball. I just know, um, like the Pirates, and only like the past few years too.
I just thought it was crazy that Boston, they were celebrating the 10th anniversary of the 2004 World Series. That was a long time ago.
Oh my God, yeah. I
It
was in
feels so much more
seventh
recent.
grade.
I don't know.
It does.
I'm old.
I think we're all old in this. Welcome to our old Get Off My Lawn cast.
I'm the oldest.
How about that osteoporosis, kids?
Yeah, but like an hour.
No, probably like 2 or 3 because you were born in a different time zone. Oh,
What?
Wait,
no comeback?
hold on. Wouldn't that mean I was actually born an hour earlier than you would have been?
No,
If
because
you were
like like
born if we were born. Oh no, I would have been born after. Never mind. You're right.
I like yeah. I'm older than you by like a
Yeah,
couple
you're right.
hours.
Never mind.
Huh.
Okay, Grandma.
Dude, I definitely should just be in, just like put me in the old subreddit and, just lock me in there. I have no idea where I was going with that.
Seems, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so I'm seeing all of these tweets about like hockey is being much more macho, or hockey is much more macho than all the other sports. Is this all about LeBron?
it seems that it may be about
Probably.
LeBron.
See, the thing is, you can't run or do anything with cramps in your legs. Like, I was at volleyball camp, and we were running laps, and both of my legs cramped at the same time, like my calves cramped. And I literally fell because I couldn't run because my feet were like pointed, like my like foot was pointing, like I don't know, it was like pointing your toes or whatever. It was like that, and you can't really run like that.
And also,
So like I
sports require
understand
like
not being able to play with cramps.
some sports it's more of like a there's different things. Like if a pitcher has a leg cramp, it's going to be completely different because it might make his pitch 1 inch more unreliable, and that can be the difference between a strikeout and a home run. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to compare across sports, but I still that I still think hockey is a sport. I guess you could make an argument for boxing.
Oh my god.
Guys, I think this podcast is breaking me.
Oh my god. So I actually have no idea what he was trying to say. Ben, what were you trying to say?
I forgot. Oh yeah. Uh,
I'm sorry if this is frustrating to the listeners, but it's hilarious.
Like
I
time
have
is
no
slowly
idea
stopping
what's
to go.
We're laughing at you.
I gathered that
Not with you.
at you.
Um, it sounds like you're like time is like slowing down in Chicago, and because of that, it's affecting you.
Yeah, it sounds like they put you on slow motion and we're just like, go trucking along at regular speed.
You mean you guys aren't in
Well,
slow motion?
what if Ben is at regular speed and the three of us all have like Flash level speed?
Or he's going at the speed of light.
No, we're going at the speed of light because he's slower than
Yeah.
us.
Oh, okay. Ah, now I get it.
Like the song by Queen, traveling at the speed of light. You know. Never.
Like a tiger defying the laws of gravity.
There we go.
A racing car passing by. Like Lady Godiva. Gotta go. There's no stopping me. My life goal is to get pulled over while that song is playing.
Don't stop me now.
That would be great.
And then I want to sing that to the cop. I know. I think it would be hilarious, and if the cop doesn't laugh, they don't have a sense of humor, and I deserve the ticket. But if they do laugh...
I'm usually in too much trouble to try to pull off a joke like that.
See, I'm like one of those people that, like, I'm always, like, smiley and happy and everything, and I just, like, I must radiate an aura of happy, and I make other people happy and smile. So, like, I think I would be able to get away with it. Because I just make people, like, happy and in a better mood just by being.
Well, at least you're humble about it.
I mean, are you guys in a better mood now that I'm here?
You are a ray of sunshine.
On a cloudy day.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, well, I have work at 7:30, and then right after work, I'm going straight to my local gaming store to draft Conspiracy Forever.
Nerd!
Yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm a computer engineer.
Nerd.
So, yeah. I think we should try and wrap this baby up.
So in other words, about 30 minutes from now.
Oh my god, Ben. Oh my god.
No, that's how it always works.
Ben, you need to listen to this podcast, like, tomorrow, and then you'll realize how ridiculous it is.
It truly is a work of art, though.
It is. It's beautiful.
I've ever listened to a podcast after the fact.
Hey, Britt, I found a video of you. Did you catch that?
I did. Nerd. You called me a nerd, says the Asian kid.
That's racist.
A little bit.
That's pretty racist.
Anyway,
I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Our Donald Sterling cast?
I'm not usually that. I have to defend my nerddom, so somehow.
So in other news, let's wrap this package up.
Let's wrap it up, put a tie in a bow, and put it under a Christmas tree.
Yes. Let's wrap up this parcel and ship it UPS flat rate. So,
where are we shipping it to?
I don't know. It depends
Show
on how much you want to pay.
Canadian communists.
Good.
Let's send it to Mimico for truculence. Anyway, this is
What?
Yo. If you sent a vampire to Mimiko for training, he'd come back out as Count Trucula.
oh God.
That's not even a good joke. I just
I
wanted.
must be missing
to-
something. What's this about Mimco and truculence?
I don't know, man. You just want to get some good old Ontario boys.
And yeah.
Good night, world.
So this has
Goodbye.
been. Oh yeah, this has been another episode of our Hockey After Hour. You could follow us on Twitter at Our HockeyCast. You can visit our subreddit, Our HockeyCast, or you could visit us on the internet, OurHockeyCast.com, and see all back episodes of this show and all the other shows that we have in our glorious lineup.
Yeah.
Yep. As for us, you can follow Ben on Twitter at sardines_packed. You can follow Britt on Twitter at pitpenspats. You can follow You can follow Ron on Twitter at RonInABox. And you can follow me on Twitter at Andrew Paddock. So that about wraps it up for us. Game 2 is Saturday. Also, if you're not interested in watching that, be sure to check out the Belmont Stakes or the Canadian Grand Prix. And that about does it up for us. And so, good night. Peace out. As the world turns, this is General Hospital. Stay classy, Predator.